January 6th. It was a few years ago, right? Anyway, something popped up. Facebook, of course, but about Ben Stiller, one of these elitist entertainers we're so fond of nowadays. And I'm a movie guy. You guys know that maybe. Movie and TV guy, collector, love that stuff. But elitist entertainers have kind of pushed me. Ever since a lot of them got up on a podium and preached about safety, security, finances, politics, as if, they deal with those things the way most of us do. I mean, really. Um, Hypocrites comes to mind. Of course, that comes to mind with a lot of things. We're all that way a little bit, but as far as hurting the environment, being wealthy, spending on frivolous things, and I don't blame that. Absolutely, they earn their keep, this and that. But when they start preaching about all that shit stuff to us, then I get a little irked. And he brought up like January 6th about crossing the line. So a lot of these guys are saying crossing the line, and we're so divided now. Well, they contributed to the division and the hate. They did, and they continue to do it. And I don't think they'll admit it. They'll say, "Well, it's warranted." Half the country voted a different way and actually still support even the BS stuff or about Trump using too big of a stick sometimes. But okay, but back to like January 6th. That's a line crossed. Pardoning these January 6th people and the so-called insurrection and attempted takeover of the government. I think I did a video on that. Like, you're kidding, right? Conservatives and right-wing people have the means, the knowledge, the skill base, the drive if they really need it, and firearms. Can I say guns? Firearms. Um, to do a little more damage than January 6th. That got out of hand. And we all know there's other variables. There was other inputs there. People actually encouraging, pushing other people and this and that. But no deaths were done there except for a protester, right? Now we can go on and say, well, a few officers and other people were linked to it, kind of like after 9/11. People were linked because of the chemicals or the toxins and all that stuff breathed in. But I get that. But in general, yeah, it got out of hand. And most of us, vast majority of us, like, yeah, that's bullshit. I mean, the protesting's fine because we've watched it for years. Burning down cities, burning down little towns, stealing, looting, and all this stuff. And then the conservatives, overall, have this one big event. And they're there, and most of it was peaceful. If you guys actually watch all the videos, it's a lot, but it was mostly peaceful. And then it got out of hand, and again, most of us bullshit. Punish people. It's all over the news, but they act like it wasn't. People, really supported all conservatives. All that. I guess we do that too about the left, but um, yeah, but being pardoned after what, 3 years, 4 years of not killing it, it's damaged property. It's sacred, if you want to even put it that way. Kind of like statues being destroyed or vandalized, right? So when he said that, I said, man, if he's talking about the line cross with parting, man, I can't imagine if the line would really be crossed by the conservative base, with all the means, the firearms they complain about. Like, you're kidding, people that don't just own guns, know how to use guns and shoot often and this and that. And if they really wanted to form a movement, but it won't happen because conservatives have this moral ground, this moral base, right? A higher being they answer to. I say they, I want to say we answer to, that keeps us from doing such evil things. There's atheists and the whole Bible thing and this and that. Yeah, there's something that keeps the conservative base at bay. So you don't want them to cross the line at all. So you guys kind of whine. I don't know if you're trying to promote that or say, oh, we can do it, and then we can really complain and stuff. Or like Ben Stiller, hey, the line was crossed because they were pardoned. After 4 years, yeah, I'd say they paid their dues, okay? I don't know what happened to, the worst ones, this and that, but people went to jail for years and destroyed lives for protesting, for breaking windows, and again, bullshit stuff, a lot of us. But what's enough punishment? Life? The death sentence? Fines? I'm guessing a lot of people got fined. I'm sure there's details. There's more than we know. Of course. Anyway, these elitist entertainers, that's my thing. Seeing this Ben Stiller guy who I've loved. And I can still love as an actor, but I'm having a hard time. Robert De Niro, all these people getting on their high horse. I'm like, you talk about being normal people. Yeah, maybe you are regular people we can dislike and even dislike what you do now. I mean, I find myself avoiding things. I'm like, keep it separate. No, they're just like us, like they preach, other than safety, security, finances. Like I've said, I keep saying, like, oh, you guys aren't like us other than being human beings. So, yeah, so piss on you. Talking about the top 1%, top 5%, top 10%, however you want to phrase it, however everybody wants to phrase it. And a lot of those people are in that higher end, and they take advantage of the laws and rules. So, anyway, this could go on, but yeah, pardoning January 6th, I'm okay with it. Like I said, if there was worse things, killing, torturing, this and that, uh, I don't know. 4 years is still a lot. So, okay, tell me what you think, guys. This is just so old, this January 6th, but like I said, when this Stiller guy got on or something, I don't know how old this, I think it's recent, him saying, hey, the division and this and that, and oh, and blah, 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 and pardoning, and there's a line, and I'm like, oh, Ben, maybe you're right, we should all think like you, sitting in your palace. Dang, I wonder what you've done wrong. Hollywood people, you're kidding me. As far as lots of things, drugs, abuse of any substances, relationships, cheating, destroying stuff, stealing in a roundabout way. See, I'm dragging this on. Anyway, cheers, guys.